and welcome to another edition of the Nightly News. I'm Chris Lee here with LPNN, bringing you all of the news that is news and none of the news that isn't, most of the time. Tonight's episode is brought to you by H&R Block here in Page, Arizona, 608 Elm Street. Don't forget to support local businesses that support us. It helps us get you that news in real time. We've got a few things for you here tonight. As you can see from the title, is there a teacher's strike tomorrow? Well, we are going to find out, and we will do some coverage on that for you tomorrow and see what's going on. But as a reminder, there is a possible strike going on throughout the state of Arizona for the hashtag Red for Ed event. There was a 78% vote to strike just the other day. I'm going to read to you real quick the letter that Superintendent Varner sent out to everyone. That way you know what's going to be happening if there is a strike. All right, from Superintendent Varner. Page Unified School District's priority has always been to provide our students with a safe and disruption-free learning environment. We value our teachers and support staff and will continue to have open and honest conversations with them. In light of the recent events, many of you are asking good, critical questions, and our hope is to provide you with some answers in this letter. As you are aware, it was reported last night, and that would be the 19th, that the statewide vote to support teacher walkouts was at 78%. In order to properly plan and implement procedures to continue a safe and orderly learning environment for our students, we have decided to notify staff, parents, and the community members that there will be no school on Thursday, April 26th, 2018. So that would be tomorrow, unless an agreement has been reached by the governor and legislatures by Tuesday, April 24th at 5 p.m. If an agreement is reached, school will commence on Thursday, April 26th, as currently scheduled. We will continue to communicate and notify staff, community, and parents of any significant changes over the weekend and in coming days as we become aware. In the event that there is no school on Thursday, April 26th, it will be treated as a snow day. And as a result, all staff other than administration and the business office will not be working. Friday, April 27th is already scheduled as a non-work, non-contract day for all staff and students. By law, I nor our governing board are allowed to endorse a walkout since it is illegal in Arizona. However, we strongly support advocacy toward greater funding for public education and salaries. The expectation is that all students, teachers, and support staff are expected to report to work Monday, April 30th, regardless of what action does or does not take place at the legislative level. We have plans and processes in place in the event that the walkout continues beyond Friday, and will communicate that if it becomes necessary. School closures include, but are not limited to, before and after school programs, student services, student and club activities, and any use of the school facilities by the community and renters. Weekend use of the schools pursuant to facility use agreements will be allowed. The AIA has advised that it will allow varsity programs only to participate in games or practices during a walkout. However, no transportation services will be provided for practices. Although there are likely more questions, hopefully you found the information provided in this letter helpful for the time being. I want to reiterate that the expectation is that all employees are expected to return to work on Monday, April 30th, and I would encourage you to study the complexity of this issue as well as the surrounding implications for students, parents, staff, and community. Once again, that is from Superintendent Varner. We had several of our viewers this morning tell us that there was a small gathering of teachers outside of Lakeview protesting. Unfortunately, by the time we had got there, the teachers had gone back in for school. So we will keep an eye out for that and get back with you with any further information that we have. Stay tuned. Also, at the end of the broadcast, we have something a little special for you, and it's related to this. Today, there is an electric vehicle and charging infrastructure presentation with a couple of vehicles on display, and one of those was a Tesla Model X that had a couple of tricks up its sleeve. We managed to capture that on video for you, and we'll play that at the end of the broadcast tonight. It's actually quite interesting and a lot of fun. We talked to the representatives that were there, and they wanted to basically bring awareness to Arizona's people about electric vehicles, how to make it easier for people to be able to charge things, different kinds of adapters. We're working on an article that we're going to be putting on lakepowellnews.com that covers this in depth and detail. But we did cover the broadcast live today, and you can find it at Lake Powell News' Facebook stream down below here. Don't forget to like and follow the page for all of our breaking news and special events that we cover on a regular basis. All right, let's see what else we have for you today. All right, this is from the Page Police Department. They have, it's called the DEA National Prescription Take Back. I'm going to go ahead and read their press release here for you, and we've got another one as well. If you don't properly dispose of the unused or expired prescription drugs in your home, they might find a new one. Visit DEATakeback.com for a collection site near you. Unused or expired prescription medications are a public safety issue, leading to accidental poisoning, overdose, and abuse. Pharmaceutical drugs can be just as dangerous as street drugs when taken without a prescription or a doctor's supervision. The non-medical use of prescription drugs ranks second only to marijuana as the most common form of drug abuse in America. The majority of teenagers abusing prescription drugs get them from family and friends, the home medicine cabinet. Unused prescription drugs thrown in the trash can be retrieved and abused or illegally sold. Unused drugs that are flushed contaminate the water supply. Proper disposal of unused drugs saves lives and protects the environment. Take-back programs are the best way to dispose of old drugs. But if a program is not available, take the medications out of their bottles, mix them with something unappealing, like used kitty litter or coffee grounds. Seal them in a bag or disposable container, and then throw them away. For more information on prescription drug abuse, go to DEA.gov. And along with that is from the Page Police Department here, Prescription Drug Take-Back event is going to be at Walmart on the 25th, which, well, apparently that was today. I'm sorry. Okay, they released this today. The event is actually going to be on Saturday. I do apologize for that. On Saturday, April 28th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Page Police Department and the Drug Enforcement Administration will give the public its 15th opportunity in 7 years to prevent pill abuse and theft by ridding their homes of potentially dangerous, expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs. Bring your pills for disposal to Walmart at 1017 Hall Road. The DEA cannot accept liquids or needles or sharps, only pills or patches. The service is free and anonymous. No questions asked. Last fall, Americans turned in 456 tons, or 912,000 pounds, of prescription drugs at more than 5,300 sites operated by the DEA and almost 4,300 of its state and local law enforcement partners. Overall, in its 14 previous take-back events, the DEA and its partners have taken in more than 9 million pounds, more than 4,500 tons of pills. This initiative addresses a vital public safety and public health issue. Medicines that languish in home cabinets are highly susceptible to diversion, misuse, and abuse. Rates of prescription drug abuse in the U.S. are alarmingly high, as are the number of accidental poisonings and overdoses due to these drugs. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration's National Survey on Drug Use and Health shows year after year that the majority of misused and abused prescription drugs are obtained from family and friends, including someone else's medication being stolen from the home medicine cabinet. In addition, Americans are now advised that their usual methods for disposing of unused medicines, flushing them down the toilet, or throwing them in the trash, both pose potential safety and health hazards. For more information about the disposal of prescription drugs or about the April 28th Take Back Day event, go to DEATakeback.com. Once again, that was from the Page Police Department. All right, we have some other news here for you. They have actually officially announced the resignation of the city manager here in Page, Arizona. That would be Crystal Dykes. We let you guys know about it last week, but now it is official from the city. Last week, Page City Manager Crystal Dykes announced her resignation to accept the city manager position in El Mirage, Arizona. Dykes has more than 19 years of municipal experience. She was appointed Page City Manager in June of 2014. Prior to joining the city of Page, she served as the city manager in Waseca, Minnesota, and as the city administrator in St. Charles, Minnesota. Dykes also worked as the neighborhood programs administrator in Chandler, Arizona, and as a neighborhood outreach coordinator and management assistant for the city of Mesa, Arizona. In her statement, Dykes thanked the City Council for their leadership and for the opportunity to serve the residents of Page. I am proud of what the City Council and staff have accomplished. 4 years ago, the City Council developed a vision for Page's future and identified strategic goals and objectives to support that vision. Together, we have improved the city's financial stability, accelerated debt service, and prepared comprehensive budget documents of the very highest quality. Completed a master plan for our parks and trails, and increased public safety by funding and hiring additional police officers and firefighters. Much of our success has been possible because of the cooperation, collaboration, and the partnerships we have built with the National Park Service, Arizona State Parks and Trails, the Navajo Nation, Coconino County, the Chamber of Commerce, the John C. Page Museum, the Page Unified School District, Coconino Community College, SRP, Aramark, and other local businesses. And I hope this collaborative tradition will continue, she said. It has been a pleasure to work with City Manager Crystal Dykes over the past 4 years, and I would like to personally thank her for her dedication and service to Page, said Mayor Bill Dyack. The City Council regretfully accepts her resignation and wishes her great success in El Mirage. Dyke resigned effective June 17th of this year. The City Council intends to begin a recruitment for the next city manager immediately. All right, what else do we have here? Let's see, I believe I have something here for you. There we are. All right, this is from Coconino Community College. We're going to go ahead and run this again for you. They've asked us to put the word back out there because this is an extremely important event coming up. This is the CAMT, Build Your Skills in Advance, the Certificate for Apartment Maintenance Technicians. Earning your CAMT validates your knowledge, enhances your reputation and credibility, boosts your confidence, and earns you respect. Page training tailored for the community's needs. Content will include maintenance for houseboats, hotel and motel, and other commercial industries. This is going on from May 29th to June 27th. It'll teach you all kinds of things that you need to know for all kinds of careers that are very relevant here in Page, Arizona, and everywhere else that you go, but especially here. All right, what else do we have for you here today? I know I've got a couple of things. Let's see. We have that coming up. Oh, hold on one moment. There's the right button. Maybe. Oh, ho, ho. You gotta love live unscripted news. All right, let's see here. We have the weather for you here, and if the website stops crashing, we'll be able to get it to you. All right, we're almost there. Aha, and there we are. All right, so it looks like tonight the low is going to be 57. Not that you can see it. There we go. The low tonight is going to be 57, and the winds are going to stay pretty low. Tomorrow, the winds will still be below 10 miles an hour, but the high is going to be 82 degrees with a low of 57. Friday is a high of 84 with, as you can see here, about a 39% chance of rain later in the day. On Saturday is a high of 86 with a low of 57. Monday, 81 with a low of 53, and both on Saturday and Sunday, the winds are going to be close to 20 miles an hour. So keep an eye out for that and make sure you take it into account when you do your plans up. All right, what else do we have here for you? We have from the Lake Powell Yacht Club. We've partnered with them to do all kinds of things relating to the lake. Everything from boater safety to information that you might find useful. This one came in this morning, and this is part of Save a Kid's Life this summer. Become a life jacket loaner site. Boat US Foundation program has more than 550 locations nationwide. Annapolis, Maryland. A simple way to save a kid's life is to ensure they have a life jacket when they go boating, sailing, or fishing. But sometimes it's not easy to borrow a right-sized life jacket when an infant or young teen comes aboard. Marinas, boats and fishing clubs, waterfront businesses, organizations, or other groups that serve that serve boaters can help by becoming a Boat US Foundation life jacket loaner site. Becoming a loaner site is easy by applying at boatus.org/lifejacketloaner. There is no cost to set up a loaner site, and there is never a charge to borrow a life jacket. Approved locations will receive a kit containing 12 child-sized life jackets with sizes from infant to youth, as well as signage and a local publicity kit. The nonprofit Boat US Foundation, funded by donations from the more than 500,000 members of Boat US, replenishes the supply of jackets as wear and tear takes its toll. The only task loaner sites have is to track life jacket usage with an easy clipboard sign-out system and provide the foundation with periodic feedback to help keep the life jacket supply in good condition. The program currently has more than 550 life jacket loaner sites across the United States that collectively loan out children's life jackets more than 140,000 times each year. Since 1997, 3 children's lives have been saved by a Boat US Foundation loaner life jacket. To learn more, go to boatus.org/lifejacketloaner. A short video on how to select a right-sized kid's life jacket is also there. So that is from the Lake Powell Yacht Club. Keep that in mind. If you're a business out there on the lake servicing people, this might be an option for you to make sure people have life jackets. All right, what else do we have here for you today? We're going to go ahead and go through our schedule of events and then on to the Tesla video. Let's see, Mario says, I hate going swimming there when it's windy. Yes, I don't blame you. Swimming when it's windy is not really fun in my book either. All right, so for our local calendar of events coming up tomorrow, what do we have here? The Red Ball Golf Tournament fundraiser is still going on for sign up here. 2-person teams, it's a $200 entry fee per player. There is a tee time set for 10 a.m. on the 5th of May, which is a Saturday. You can also sponsor a hole for $150, and for hole sponsorship information, you can contact Ryan Warner at 928-660-1344. The online housing survey is in its last few days. The City of Page has hired a company to come in and do a housing survey and find out what Page needs. They want your input. If you want your voice heard, make sure you take that brief survey. You can find the link at lakepowellnews.com in our local calendar of events, along with all of these other things that are going on. Don't forget, the Community Center and the Page Public Library both have many events that require pre-registration. To find out what those are, you can also go to lakepowelllife.com, or you can stop by the Community Center or the library and register for anything that you want there. At 9 a.m. at the Community Center, we have Pilates. At 1 p.m. at the Community Center is the Coloring Club. And at 3 o'clock at the Page Public Library is the Earth Day Craft with a theme of Upcycle Book Bag. At 3 o'clock also at the Page Public Library is Laptop Computers. And at 3:30 is Teen Upcycling Water Bottle Class. Those do require pre-registration, so make sure you give them a holler or stop on by and get that in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in this earpiece here so I can hear the sound. And we're going to show you guys a Tesla Model X that's been modified to to have some good times. Let's see if I can make this work for you here. All right, give me just a second. All right, here it comes. It might be a little loud, so turn down your volume right at the beginning. But there is a music and light show with this Tesla. Whenever you're ready.
Gary, get out of the way.
Sure.
Okay, you're good.
And anyone tell me if the sound is playing on your end, it's definitely not. Looks like the sound quality is actually I'm not hearing anything. Hopefully you guys are hearing something out there. If not, we will be posting this up later so you can watch it fully. All right, well, I hope the sound came through all right on that. It looked like it was down here, but I couldn't hear anything. Either way, we will be getting that up posted for you guys later to enjoy. That was from the EV event we were talking about this morning, the electric vehicle event, and the presentation they had. We're throwing together an article on that, and we will be putting some video together for you as well with some of the interviews that we had. That's all we have for you tonight, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget, if this helped you or you think it'll help anyone else, to comment, like, and share on every single one of these, because every one of those helps us. After all, if not you, then who? This episode was brought to you by H&R Block here in Page, Arizona. Don't forget to support those local businesses that support us. It really helps us help you. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6, or possibly sooner if any breaking news events happen. We'll catch you on the next one.